found so much that Christianity is based on, in fact, it is based. It's based on judgment. It's based on comparison. It's based on qualification. It's based on this. It's based on separation and qualifying the one above the other.
Sure.
No, these ones will enter the kingdom, not these ones. Like, already nje.
Yeah.
You know?
I started my journey when I was at varsity. And I was at Rhodes University, and there were they belonged to this church called His People.
Yes.
A lot of them on campus. So they were maybe our equivalent at the time.
It was a fashion then. Because good am fashion most.
No, of course.
What's in now?
They'd come in, I don't know what's in now. They'd come and they'd harass you. That's what it was. Sorry, do you know Jesus? Do you know the word of, you're like, hey, well, me, I'm just a student trying to live my life. And I'd entertain some of them, and I started making a habit of asking them tough questions. And some of them, shame, would be honest, I don't know. Some would be like, look, go read the Bible and seek the whatever yourself. Come 2006, I think it was, one holiday, I decided to read the Bible. I decided to read the whole thing from beginning to end. There were stories there that I didn't know exist. My mind was blown of incest and girls trying to get their fathers drunk for sex.
So I'm Old Testament now.
I had to start from the beginning. I was reading it like this. I'm like, no, the answers must be somewhere here.
Sure. You know, when I tried to do that, let me actually go in.
Go read the thing.
And I've got a long time to do that. Let me just take first verse of the band that already I've got problems. But anyway, coming back to you.
So I read the Bible, and after reading the Bible, I remember going back to school and saying, now that I've read this book that is meant to be the Word of God, I can't tell people I'm a Christian because I've got more questions than answers. So I let go of my Christianity then, and then I did a deep dive into a lot of literature.
Right.
Dan Brown, started reading about other religious groups. I went to go and ask pastors questions, and these questions of why are we here? Why do children need to be violated in various ways? Where is God then? Dan Brown asks or posits the question of, or the idea of, God cannot be both all-powerful and all-good, benevolent. He's either one or the other. He's either all-good, but not as powerful, meaning he can see suffering, but he can't intervene. Or he's all-powerful, but he's not all-good, which means he sees suffering of poor people, colonization, slavery, but he just doesn't want to intervene. So I was like, I don't know if I can say as myself, and I'm a nobody, that I'm comfortable with a father like that. And I'm at peace because I know I would intervene as a loving father. And then you go on that journey, and it starts off with aggressive atheism, where you're angry. Then you learn history, where Black people were given the Bible and you were given biblical names. I'm like, this is how we were oppressed and colonized, which is why some people are so angry.
John, I'll say this anyway. It starts looking really evil.
It looks... The way it looks evil, you look at your mom going to church to tithe as you are a slave and I'd like to rescue you from this thing. And then over time, I'd have to mellow out and get over all of that because it's a journey. Get over all of that. And part of that journey is now that you've left the church or Christianity, obviously that means you believe in African customs. And I was like, no, I actually don't.
And the thing is, Abantu, they actually cannot even put up an argument because you have not even looked into anything.
Yeah.
I've found that whole atheism period, like, you start checking all these guys. I mean, a lot of the literature, as a Bible, let's call it that, a lot of it was written by atheists. But a lot of these guys are guys that also used to be in the church.
Yeah, it's correct.
Everyone that is questioning. So, abantu abasenkonzweni banalento banayo, but abantu banalanto senkonzweni and further research and going deeper into things. So xa ngokwena ujongwa ngathi uzisidupho nje, it's like, Chief, but I was there most where you are.
Sure.
There's nothing new onongchelanga. There's nothing new.
I was exactly where you were. It's not like at some point I was not.
You are not interested in the added information that I have.